Hey, Kerry Grinkmeyer here. I'm back at my office on the beach here down in the Emerald Coast of the Panhandle, of Florida. And I wanted to share some of my wisdom with you about investing. And I'm a retired financial advisor. I built one of the largest financial planning firms in the United States and sold it in 2005. And now I want to help you make good financial investment decisions. I want to teach you how to keep more of what you make by using our tax codes. And then ultimately, I want to help you build family wealth. And since the government allows us to pass $24 million on to our heirs as a couple, that's our goal. $24 million that you can pass on and make a difference in the generations that follow you's life. So I look at where are the exponential growth opportunities of today that you can invest in. Where is the Tesla that you can buy for $4 a share and now buy for 500 and whatever dollars a share after it's split? Where is the IBM that brought us the original computer and over the years grew by 2,900%? Where is the Amazon that has grown by 4,600%? Where can you find those stocks today so that you can make a difference in your life? So a $10,000 investment can turn into a $250,000 investment. Where are those stocks? And that's what I want to explore with you today, because I am of the belief there is another opportunity coming for you to make that kind of money. First of all, you got to understand, how is it that Amazon and IBM and Microsoft and Apple actually had that exponential growth? How did that happen? Well, it happened because something changed. Something changed in the form of the internet. Something changed in the form of e-commerce. And because they were ahead of the game, and if you had recognized it, you would have shared in that growth. Just today, we were told that Elon Musk became the second richest man in the world by the increase in the price of Tesla stock. How do you participate in that? How do you recognize that's going to happen? Well, it's about to happen again. And in this video, I want to walk you through so that you understand not only what's going to happen and what stocks you should invest in to take advantage of this change. And the change is 5G. I'll be right up front with it. It's 5G. So how do you take advantage of 5G so that you can have the exponential growth? Well, do you invest in T-Mobile and AT&T? I don't think so. I don't think that's going to do it. How about Ericsson or Nokia? No, that's not. They aren't going to be the real benefactors of this change, and you need to recognize that. How about Crown Castle or American Towers? The people who are going to put up the 5G towers to initiate and make possible 5G transmission of signals. Is that going to be the company that's going to get the, what do we want, 4,600% growth over the next 5 or 10 years? I don't think so. I don't think that's going to be it. It's going to be around big data. Okay, well, who owns big data? Well, let's first of all talk about what is big data. Big data is the data that you have created over the last 10, 15, 20 years. That is the data that you created when you search on Google, or when you listen to Spotify, when you use an app on Apple, when you buy a product from Amazon. That is the data that has made Amazon, Microsoft, and Google the possessors of the gold of today. Big data. That is the gold that they own that created the wealth that they have, that Jeff Bezos has, that Mark Zuckerberg has, that Sergey Brin has. This is the data. So, okay, now we understand big data is the answer, Carrie. But wait a second. Who are the companies that are going to generate the big exponential growth as a result of 5G? Well, first of all, let's dig a little deeper and see what 5G is. It is the Internet of everything. Okay, up until this point, the Internet was the Internet of you, the Internet of me. Okay, and we created the data. All right, I'm beginning to see that. Well, so where do we go from there? What about the Internet of Things? Well, how many things do you own? You personally, how many things do you own that are going to create data? Well, if you live in a home, you probably have, I would guess, somewhere in the neighborhood of 500 things that are going to create data. Does that make sense to you? You got a furnace, you got an air conditioner, you got a refrigerator, you got a microwave, you got a pantry, you got a lot of things. You already have a thing called an automobile, which has generated data over the last 9 years that has gone into the cloud. My BMW has 145 data points, has sensors in that car that sends data into the cloud that is then processed and monetized. Okay, so we understand we have a car. Now, the next thing that's going to happen is you're going to get a smart home. And you're going to get an Alexa or a Siri or whatever who's going to hear everything you say, process everything you say. You're going to get a smart toilet. You're going to get a smart mirror. You're going to get a smart pantry, a smart refrigerator, and it's going to send data. And where's it going to go? Well, it's going to go to Amazon, Microsoft, and Google. Okay, because they are the people who process data. So is it logical to think if Amazon grew by 4,600% based on your data, that it might grow another 4,006% based on your things data? Yeah, I guess. In fact, since you have more things than you have you, it may even grow more rapidly. All right? Now, the next thing you need to recognize is thus far, they have not been able to put a chip in the back of your neck with artificial intelligence and machine learning from which they could gather more data. But they do have these chips that they can put in your things, your Internet of everything. So the amount of data that they'll be able to get from your air conditioner and your furnace will be exponentially larger and smarter and more refined than the data they're able to get from you. Well, okay, what are we talking about? We're talking about chips that will fit on the end of your finger that are going to be in all of your things that have artificial intelligence and machine learning. Well, what's that going to do, Carrie? That's going to give them all the more data, all the more refined data, all the more refined data that can make a difference in your life. Okay, so we have that. And who makes those chips? Well, I've told you before, but I'll go ahead and repeat myself. It's NVIDIA. I think I pronounced it correct that time. NVIDIA and AMD, Advanced Micro Devices, who has just reached an agreement to merge or to buy Exponentially. So with those two stocks, NVIDIA and AMD, you have the ownership of the people who are going to put, if your house has 500 things, they're going to put 500 chips into your house. Now, that's you. What about all the commercial buildings? What about all the manufacturing facilities that have things? They're going to get those chips too. So my advice to you And I'm not your financial advisor. Understand that. I am not giving you financial advice here. I'm just sharing my knowledge and my ability to connect the dots, to say, I see what's happening, I see what's happened in the past, and I think I see what's going to happen in the future. And so I'm saying to you, as a result of this, you're going to see what I call an elbow movement in the movement of these stocks. They will move along this line here, and then as those chips get out there, as that data starts flowing, you're going to see an exponential growth in their price, just like that. Just like you saw it in Tesla, just like you saw it in Amazon. Heck, back Intel grew by 21,000% as it was putting chips in computers. So what you're looking for is that 5G exponential growth. It isn't going to be probably in a penny stock. It isn't going to be in a Chinese stock. It's going to be in the stocks who have taken advantage of the exponential growth of the internet, and now they're taking the internet to a new level. And as they take the internet to a new level, they are going to be the benefactors. Yeah, NVIDIA sells for $525 a share. What I'm telling you is it could go to $3,000. AMD sells for $85 a share. It could go to $3,000. Amazon sells for $3,000. It could go to $10,000. It could go to $20,000 because they are going, their data processing is key to the next segment of our world's development. And they own Amazon Web Services. Microsoft owns their cloud. Apple owns their cloud. Google owns their cloud. This is who you want to invest in. You don't want to be chasing a penny stock because it is not something new. It is a readaptation of the internet. It is the Internet of Things. It is 5G, and that's where the future lies. So that's my advice to you. If you want more advice like this, if you want to get into it even deeper, go to Best of Us Investors. We're a tribe. We're a group of people who want to think a little bit deeper, think ahead, not follow the trend. There are trends or there are experts that you can get insider information, or you can follow the crowd through the electric automobile world, or you can look for exponential growth based on change. The other change that I'll continue to talk about is this can never happen again. And that is going to be the meeting that is going to take place of all the world powers that is going to say this pandemic, the next pandemic, the next pandemic can't happen. We have to come to a way to bring it to a stop. And that is going to be through international cooperation. It is going to be through the use of technology. Your phone is going to turn into your doctor. I've talked about it. You're going to have a smart toilet. You're going to have a smart mirror. You're going to have your health checked every day, and it will open up the opportunity to you to move freely on cruise ships, planes, restaurants, theaters. That's coming as well. But right now, we're talking about 5G and where you need to put your money. I'm Kerry Grinkmeyer. I'm the host of Best of Us Investors. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. We've got about 64,000 subscribers now. We're going for 100,000. I'm not going to throw the Lee and the Neo and just to get you to view. I want to help you do three things: make good investment decisions, keep more of what you make, and create family wealth. That's my role in this life. So, thanks for listening.